All right. Good morning, good day, good evening, whenever the time you're watching this video. My name is Robinson Lamu, and today our group, we are here in order to present our oral essay on the poem Japan, written by Anonymous. You may go ahead, Rosandy.
Uh, Good morning, everyone. My name is D. Nelson, and I will be presenting my essay on Japan. Japan is a poem written by Anonymous. This piece of literature is about loss. Loss is a disadvantage caused by someone or something taken away from a person's life. There are three very important loss-related elements found inside the plot of Japan. They are natural disasters, death, and sadness. First of all, natural disasters are unfortunate events that occur. Um, they are caused basically by Mother Nature. They are often geological stuff. Um, the writer of Japan shows evidence of natural disasters when in the story, basically in the plot, a character mentions how a blast got to the place and took many people away. That's evidence of a natural disaster. Moving forward to death. Death is basically the final state of every living creature. We all gonna die. Death is the end of life, as simple as that. Death is found in the plot of Japan when a character expresses that he or she has lost his or her entire family due to the natural disaster I mentioned before. Next, sadness. Sadness is an awful feeling, a negative feeling caused by an adverse situation. Sadness can bring the worst of ourselves. And in the mentioned piece of poetry, sadness is evidenced by the writer at the very end, that the person says something like that his lament rises till heaven. It's a way of expressing how sad that person was because of the whole situation. In summary, Japan is a story that shows the life is full of new things, and it can change in one moment. The message of this poem is take advantage of the time you have, because you don't know how much time you got left. I totally agree with this. As I said before, life is uncertain and it can be taken away in a second. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, I continue. Hello, my name is Rosandy Bridge. I will present my oral presentation on the essay from the poem Japan by Anonymous. The poem Japan by Anonymous is about emotional condition. Emotional condition is defined as a conscious mental reaction to unexpected events that happen in life. And it is found in people when, for example, at first, they are so happy and enjoying a moment in their lives. And then that happiness is interrupted by a traumatic situation. That traumatic situation can be defined as an accident, a death on their family, and many different negative steps in life. And emotional collision is found in the poem when at first the writer is describing the happiness that he feels by being in Japan with beautiful views, beautiful destiny. And that happiness is interrupted by a catastrophe, specifically a tsunami. And when that happens, everything changed in a negative way. They were feeling different, they were different reaction through those feelings, like to have the unhappiness, then sadness. First of all, unexpected situations are defined as something that takes you by surprise. In that moment,
Okay.
they were having surprising situations, and those unexpected situations can cause many different feelings in those persons which are having those issues on and situations on their lives. And it is found when that tsunami unexpectedly goes in through Japan and changed everything. Sadness is defined as a negative feeling, which is on when the person uh, feels terrible, that when their emotions are so low and they don't want even smile anymore. That sadness became in the poem when all this happiness was interrupted by the catastrophe. Many people were despaired and desperate during that catastrophe, and they were lost. Thirdly, we found faith and hope at the end of this story. Faith and hope are defined as an emotional feeling when you think at first that everything is lost, and then a solution or hope is into you. Is when a person in the middle of any disaster finds like a solution, or not just a solution, like faith, you know, between a desperate situation. And the author of the poem Japan wanted to show us that it doesn't matter if you are in a bad situation on your life. There is always a hope when all the catastrophe finished. Also, he wants to show us that life is about unexpected situation, and at the end of those situations, you will have faith, and you will be the winner on all those lost. I totally agree with the author. That's what life is about. Life is about changes, even emotional or or a situational change. That's how life is. So I finished. The next person.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Sorangi, for your summary on.
Roseanne essay.
It's Roseanne, yeah, sorry. Okay, so greetings everyone. This is Robinson Lamu. My name is Robinson Lamu, and the following is my essay on Japan. Japan is a poem written by an anonymous writer, and it is about and embracing life and its beauty, no matter what the situation you are facing. And as human beings, it is very common for us to experience situations that somehow are either positive or negative for us. And because of that, we should embrace life and its beauty, no matter what we're going through. Japan has taught me, right, that beauty is everywhere. In beauty, it's in nature. Beauty, we can find beauty in nature. We can find beauty in people, not only physically, but also we can also find beauty in people's actions. When someone lends a hand to someone who is in need, there's beauty behind that action. And Japan, for us, uh, far and beyond being aware of danger, right? Far and beyond being aware of danger, our senses also. So far and, far and beyond being aware of our senses, um, far and beyond being aware of danger, right? Our senses help us, also give us the ability to appreciate beauty around us. Since we have five senses, we can see beauty through our eyes, we can listen to beauty through our um, ears when a nice song is being played, piano or any other instrument. And the character describes beauty through, actually it's the writer who describes beauty through the poem by stating on different lines how beautiful Japan is and the set of islands and everything around it. And by reading it, it brings out, right, it pops up our emotions and reminds us that we are living creatures who are actually multi-sensorial. In order to summarize Japan by Anonymous, it is quite relevant to bear in mind that as human beings, we will face unexpected situations. We will go through rough times, and that eventually it's within us to keep a smile on. And it doesn't matter how dark they may turn out of a sudden, we must embrace those moments and raise our hands and embrace also the beauty that is around us. Thank you very much. And next person, please.
Okay. Okay. Essay on Japan by Anonymous. Chaos is a word which means desolation, destruction, and a lot more. The poem Japan illustrates the way how those things surprisingly happens at the archipelago. People need to understand that things may happen suddenly and without advice at all. Anonymous unearthquake strikes without advice. Despair is one word that means desperation. The person who is at the scenario of the poem Japan, what person in despair crying out loud. People used to believe that everything is going to be stay just like it is right now forever. That is not true. Desolation is another word that applies to the poem due to its own meaning, which is nothing left, a flat surface of great unhappiness and helplessness. The archipelago has been destroyed by a violent natural force. Calm. Calm means become still. That is exactly what happens then after on the scenario of Japan, of the poor in Japan. Everybody need calm for happiness. These are hard to, that's our hand-to-hand words. Happiness and calm. Just to finish, I can say that the destruction is all that come just after an enjoyable moment, and an awkward chance everything for worst. And the other message, the other show to us how things can surprisingly change in anybody's life, not with the person who was in there. I agree with him because people need to understand that they have everything in order to things change without any advice, and the force of an earthquake can do destructive changes just in minutes. That's it.
See, yes, I'm here. Okay, essay on Japan point. This is a essay on Japan point by Anonymous, where we can see a set of beautiful islands in the vast Pacific with a beautiful landscape, but suddenly that beautiful scene turns in a nightmare of pain and despair. This is about pain and despair. Pain and despair caused by the loss of lives that we can see when the people are crying because they lost their lives. That scene is compared to Hiroshima bomb in Japan, where people living in a normal day, suddenly the destruction, chaos, pain, despair, and helplessness arrive. We can see also chaos by the blasting. We can see the chaos when suddenly occurs the blasting, and then the people were in a chaos there. Despite everything, the writer see hope that will be a new day that will bring relief in the midst of the pain. So let us have let us have faith in God that He will bring peace and joy in the midst of the pain and despair. Thank you.
Good job. Thank you for watching and have a good one.